Hi YouTube. I'm making this video today as my 4-week post-surgical video. I'm actually 2 days away from being 4 weeks post-op. So today's Wednesday and on Friday it will be 4 weeks. But I'm very pleased to say that I'm feeling very much more back in the land of the living. And the reason I'm doing this today is because I'm actually going away tomorrow for a couple of days. So I won't be around on Friday to do my 4-week post-op video. Anyway, what's the difference a couple of days will make? I don't think any. So what's been happening? Like I say, I'm feeling much more human now, much more like I want to get out and about. I'm ready to face people, ready to see people and let them ask me, what's different about you, and for me to explain to them exactly what I've been through over the last 4 weeks. Well, not so much 4 weeks actually, probably the last couple of years, because quite a few people, even though they know that I've been wearing braces, haven't realised why, and what the final objective was. It's been quite funny because I've had mums at school when I was on the school run the last few days last week, coming up to me and asking me, have you done something different with your hair? Have you coloured it? Have you lost weight? Have you put a bit of weight on in your face? Lots of different bits and bobs, lots of different, we know there's something different about you, but we can't quite put our finger on it, and it's been quite funny. So I've been explaining to them that, I've had the jaw surgery, and yes, it's made me look a little bit different, but actually I think I still look like me. I think I look a lot more like myself now than I did definitely a couple of weeks ago. In terms of my face shape, I still feel like I'm a little bit more swollen still this side compared to this side. However, I'm not actually sure whether it is swelling or whether it's the fact that on this side I've got a little bit of a bump here, which my surgeons told me was hematoma and would drain away over the coming weeks. I just hope it does, because I feel like I'm a little bit lopsided. However, I'm definitely feeling that the swelling has gone down more here from this time last week, because I can tell that I'm getting a little bit more definition in my chin shape as I've got here. As you can see, kind of my square face shape, and then the chin shape here. It just is slightly wider here, but I'm hoping that's something to do with the lump on the bone that will drain away over time. But I have an appointment in a week's time to go and see my surgeon again, at which point I think he may discharge me, I'm not sure, and just leave me with the orthodontic team, but at least I'll have the opportunity to ask about that and whether he thinks that's going to disappear. I went to the doctors on Friday to talk to him about the rash that I've been suffering from, because it was still very prickly, very irritable and quite red and very, very bumpy, all literally from my temples right down to underneath here. I'd previously, before I went to see the doctor, I'd rang the hospital to check with the surgeon, had he heard of any other patients suffering from a rash like that, and was it anything to do with what they'd used during the surgery? Had I perhaps had an allergic reaction? And he didn't seem to think it was anything connected to the surgery at all. So I went to the doctors. He seemed to think that there's a couple of things could have caused it. It could have been a delayed reaction to the sterile solution that they will have put all over my face before carrying out the surgical procedure. But more likely, he went along with the neurogenic irritation suggestion that I'd previously been told by Dermalogica, in that because of all the physical stress that my face has been through the surgery, the swelling, and emotional stress as well, that my skin has just become very sensitized, and it's come out in this rash. It's cleared up a lot. The doctor prescribed me some loratadine antihistamine tablets, and they also prescribed me some 1% steroid cream, like antihistamine cream, which I've still been using my Dermalogica product, which is the ultra calming product, but instead of putting on the barrier cream at the end, which is the last thing you do with the system, I've been putting the steroid cream on, and I think my skin is definitely clearer, but it is still bumpy, and I have still got some spots, but it's calmed down a lot, and I'm feeling a lot more confident that it is going to clear within the next, I'm hoping the next week. It's certainly not got any worse, and it has started to clear. So yeah, my numbness, that's still an issue. I can feel this side. I've got full feeling, and it's very strange because I'm still numb under here, but I can feel it. It's really hard to explain. I can feel it, but it feels a little bit numb. So when I'm putting mascara on or my eyeliner on, which I started to do this last couple of days, I can't feel that I'm drawing it on like I can feel it on this side, but I can feel it. So I know there's some kind of feeling coming back. All the outside of my cheeks all completely come back. It's still numbish here. The outside of my lip, I've got feeling there, and I've got no feeling though still around here until I get to here, and then I start to get feeling. And my lip, I've got no feeling in my lip, bottom lip, full feeling top lip, no feeling in my bottom lip from there to the middle-ish, middle left. And then I've got feeling, but it's like a pins and needles kind of feeling. It's not a feeling like when I touch my top lip, that feels perfectly normal until I get to about here. It feels like I've had a dentist needle in it. Here, it feels, again, like I've got a dentist injection wearing off. But here, feels like I've got full force dental injection completely numbing this area. I've been getting quite a few twinges, pins and needles. I've still not got that constant ants crawling on my face kind of feeling that lots of people report. Haven't had that at all, only momentarily, but not kind of constantly. But I have been getting little, it's really hard to explain, twinges. My chin feels like something's trying to burst out of it, but that's been happening for a couple of weeks now, and I've still not got feeling. So all I can think is that it's good that I'm getting these twinges and these little tinglings, because it means that my nerves are trying to wake up and come back to life, but they just must be still really heavily bruised because I'm still numb. But I'm not panicking yet because I'm only 4 weeks post-op. And now I'm talking about it, you see, I feel like I've got something tickling, which is another thing that happens. I feel like I've got something tickling my skin, and I go to itch it, and I can't feel the itch because obviously it's completely numb. So all I'm guessing is that sensation of like, yeah, just a hair tickling me or something is obviously something to do with the nerves waking up. But yeah, I'm not starting to panic yet because I am only 4 weeks post-op, and I have read online that it can take months for the feeling to come back. And I've read one person's blog who said literally whatever feeling you've got after 6 months is probably the feeling that you're going to live with for the rest of your life. Well, I'm only 4 weeks, so that's a month. So I'm hoping over the next 5 months that I get almost all my feeling back, certainly where all the tinglings are happening. I don't think there's very much else to say really, other than the fact that I'm completely back to pretty much a normal diet of what I'm eating, but obviously avoiding stuff that I would used to have had. I don't know, if we would have had steak and chips for tea one night, perhaps I'm having a jacket potato with a piece of fish, because I can mash the potato down and I can mash the fish down. Pasta, last night we had spaghetti bolognese and I managed to eat the mushrooms in that, and I'm just not chewing anything. Everything's being cooked slightly more softly, but I'm pretty much eating everything that the family's eating within reason, but making substitutions, like where they have a piece of meat, chewy meat, I'll have a piece of fish. Where they have chips, I'll have a jacket potato. Where they have salad, because obviously I can't crunch or chew the salad, I'll have some broccoli or carrots. Cooked really softly. So I'm managing to eat everything that the family's eating pretty much, which is really cool. It saved a lot of hassle, and my husband's really pleased as well, because he was panicking slightly about how frustrated I would get, because I've got a very good appetite and I do like my food. And I've also been really pleased about my weight loss, because I've only lost, in the 4 weeks, I've only lost maybe 7 or 8 pounds, which I'm really pleased about. I'm glad I have lost it, because I could have done with losing a few pounds, but I'm glad that I haven't lost loads of weight really quickly, because I think I would just probably pile it all back on again, whereas I've lost 7 or 8 pounds over 4 weeks. Well, actually, I haven't weighed myself this week, so I could have lost a couple more, but I don't think I have, considering what I've been eating. Because I have got a bit of a sweet tooth as well, because I've been having rice puddings and custard and apple pie and custard and stuff like that. So the trouble is, healthy food just isn't available to me, because it requires crunching and chewing, like salads and stuff, like healthy snacks. So that might be a reason why I haven't lost loads of weight, because I have been able to eat, but within reason of stuff that's soft, which tends to be quite calorific. But anyway, I'm going to try and keep that 7 or 8 pounds off. And now I'm getting a little bit more active. I might see myself lose a couple more pounds, because I'm not able to go to the cupboard and be tempted by munching on the biscuits that are in there. So that's quite good. So yeah, as you can tell, feeling much happier, much more confident, very happy to go out and about, see people and feel like I just blend into the crowd now. I don't look a bit freakish. Looking forward to a couple of days away, visiting some family in Portsmouth who've just had a new baby, so really excited about that, and going away for a night away with my husband and the children, so all good. I will probably post my next video next week after I've had my next appointment at the hospital, and let you know what's going on. And I'll try and upload some photographs as well, which tells a little kind of diary and pictures as to what I've been through. Okay, so I'll see you in another week or so. Bye.